forknoxpodcast.com. Here we are, the new house party, sub-def office, which also has a warehouse over there and another room behind this camera and another room next to us. We're not even set up, but we're here, and yeah, I have one of my plate carriers here with some new options on it, and I wanted to get a video out talking about this awesome thing. Haven't used it yet other than just kind of fiddling around with it on a desk or whatever, but is that my UPS guy? He's not my UPS guy. So, without further ado, let's try and make this happen with the semi-okay decent setup that I have, which is this little microphone in my hand, which is wireless. I've used before. Typically, it's got a little lav jammer, but I forgot it at my house. So let's jump right into it. All right, so this one's going to be kind of a weird video just because half my setup is at my fucking house still, and I wanted to get this video done just because I have it with me today and I have a little bit of time to talk about the kit. So if you already, have no fucking clue what's going on here, this is a Spiritus. This is a overt. Looks like this. This is the front. This is a tubes model. So this actually has removable cummerbund via tubes. This is my personal setup. This is the setup that I run the most. 3 across the front with a axle advance zipper on the front, so I don't run a front flap. So Spiritus recently just got all of their stuff in stock, and they actually, their stuff is never in stock, but the stuff that was in stock, one of those things was the back panel. Now, the back panel is a very interesting piece of kit because there's so many people that will talk shit about it and tell you don't need it. Well, if you're a normal motherfucker like me, that's correct. You don't need one of these, but it's fucking rad, and it is a way to finalize your kit if you do have stuff that, you don't want to carry elsewhere that you don't personally need access to. So for me, I actually was sent this back panel from Spiritus, so shout out to Spiritus for that. This actually is the GP pouch version because they do make one that is 440 mil or grenades or whatever up top. Not something that I'm actually ever going to fucking use, let's be real. So the majority of this usage is going to be fucking Skittles, fucking Gushers, and a bunch of other shit that, here we are, I don't need it, blah, blah, blah. This is fucking hilarious. So this thing is actually, I think this is nicer than the Cry back panel, which if you saw my other videos, I've talked about the Cry back panel that I have, to where I took the third pouch, which was on the bottom, which you can't see right here, which was down here, and I cut it, and I had it moved up, and I essentially have the same setup now. It's much smaller, but obviously the Spiritus, which is also a little bit smaller. So let's dive right into this motherfucker. Front pocket right here, no Velcro in here. Not like you need to see that, but there you go. The bottom pocket is just a giant GP pouch with a front pocket on top of that GP pouch. So this is a half zip on the bottom, which has loop on the front and loop on the back. So if you need to put anything in here and organize it, you can do that. And like I said, it has a separate front pocket right here. The top pocket, which is even more interesting because as you can see, it's got a bunch of different shit going on it. Same idea. It is a front pocket GP pouch, and then loop on the front, loop on the back, as you can see right here. Now, the other thing that's really rad about this is if you know about fucking these types of panels, which this is a back panel, check this out. So this right here, you unzip this, and it allows for you to store stuff in here. The bottom of this, actually, if you pull this apart, pull this out. You get the idea. This is actually a pass-through. So for me, for my full LARP kit, I would actually run a pair of bolt cutters or even a sledge, and the pass-through goes all the way through the back. And it has the catch down here, that way you can actually have your shit hanging and it doesn't fall out. Or you tuck it back in like so, And then, boom. Well, you get the point. The other thing that's really rad about the fucking Spiritus panel is if you unhook this and you unhook this one, this top pouch, you would just unzip it here, is modular. So you can change this if you needed to run the 40 mil pouch or any of the other variants that they will be offering or do offer. So, quick, simple, dirty overview of the Spiritus back panel. Like I said, I don't actually need one, but it's a cool fucking thing to have. You know, Spiritus sent it to me. Again, shout out to Spiritus. But there it is. If you want a more in-depth kind of look, Black Rifle actually does a better, more in-depth look on the Spiritus products and the stuff that he has. That's the Spiritus back panel. Love it. It's cool. Does everything I needed to do. I wish I had some bolt cutters to fit in these ones. I just haven't gotten a pair of those carbon-handled bolt cutters to put in my kit. But eventually, maybe I might. As you can see, there's a bunch of different options. And by bunch, I mean a couple different top packs. I think they've released a couple of them. I don't know. This thing's rad. I like it. It does what I needed to do. For the couple of times that I'm going to end up actually wearing a plate carrier and I need a back panel, which is probably slim to none, but I have the option. It's cool. It's rad. If you haven't over it, it's something you should definitely pick up. As always, fortknoxpodcast.com. I'll post some more detailed photos of this thing on the website, blog, and slide in the DMs. Fort Knox Podcast. Tell me I'm an asshole.